All right, I want to talk about discipline and what's come to the surface for me about it and why it's such a strong trait to have in your life for many obvious reasons, but I feel like it's such a misconstrued concept. And I want to explain my perspective on it. So I touch on this a little bit in other videos where I kind of talk about how, many people might think a good idea of discipline or what you should be doing if you're a young entrepreneur, a young person that's just trying to grind towards a goal, that you should be working these long hours, these long days, 12 to 14-hour days. But I've been thinking, I don't think discipline, in my opinion, is the ability to stay locked in for 10 hours straight. But I think it's the idea of sticking to your own set of rules that you have for yourself. And if you can do that, that's truly discipline. So discipline is described as the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior with punishment or other undesired consequences for those failing to comply. And honestly, reading this, I didn't think this didn't align with my definition of discipline. I didn't think this was the definition, but like I said, I kind of have my own interpretation of discipline and how you should approach it. And that is to take this set of rules, this strict behavior that you should be following, and make it your own. Make your own set of rules, your own behavior to follow, and abide by that. Really stick to that, and by sticking to that, you are disciplined, in my opinion. But what you should be sticking to kind of goes deeper than just plain discipline. It should be things that align with your goals and align with, who you are as a person. For example, I went to Prague this last weekend, and it was amazing. It was lovely, right? But I missed out on a lot. I left my laptop at home. I wasn't able to work on the business. I wasn't able to make any videos, and I kind of felt like I was missing out, and I was slacking off a little bit maybe. But ultimately, I kind of thought myself back, and I thought, okay, I'm only here for 2 days. I'm aligning with things about myself that I love in terms of seeing a gorgeous city, one that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go see for some people. And I kind of just restructured my thinking around it and said, okay, I can beat myself up about missing a couple of days, or I can think about how this aligns with my goals and my future, which it does, right? Being in that city just had an energy that was unmatched, and it was just so inspirational. If you're living in Europe or you have the ability to go to Prague, I highly recommend it. Like Rome, it's a wonderfully historic city, and I'm just so grateful I even got to lay my eyes on it. The point is, I felt like I lacked discipline in the sense where I could have just not gone and I could have stayed here, right? But in a way, I'm kind of going against that discipline if I did stay, because my set of rules that I want to obey basically align with taking time to do things that inspire me. And going to Prague was something that inspired me. So I really hope this makes sense the way that I'm explaining it. I'm not saying go to a new city every weekend. I mean, unless that is within your set of rules and that is something that you feel like you need to push yourself forward. I think for me, every now and then going to a new city, feeling the energy of a new place, especially a place like Prague, is good for me. Not always, but sometimes. But more importantly, right, I can view it as me falling out of line of my beliefs and my ideals, right? Or I could view it as, okay, let me enjoy the city, let me take in its energy and its inspiration, and then let me follow the rule and the ideal that says I fall right back into place when I come back, and I get right back into the swing of things. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just arrived back in Rome this morning, but I'm going to really take on this week as if I hadn't skipped a beat. So I'm excited for that. And if you're somebody that's kind of struggling with discipline and maybe figuring out a way to define it in your life, I hope this video helped you out. Thank you.